What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Welcome back to our third and final round robin game of the Champions Trophy. Now, how things stand at the moment, and we may actually get a wee little cinematic coming up very soon, just to let us know how things are going in our group at the moment. Currently, we're sitting top. We picked up a win last time around, so we are on 4 points. The team we're playing here today, they're on 1 point, so I've only managed to pick up one draw, and then 3 and 2 respectively for the other teams. So, in an ideal world, the two teams that are playing each other now are going to draw. It means we will finish top of the group and head through to the final round. But if we want to take things, I guess, and put them into our own hands, leave our fate in our own hands, a win today will see us finish top of the group. So nothing really much has happened. That's a great ball to, I was going to say, from Custer Barbarosis to Roy Krishna. But yeah, nothing really happened. We played obviously our second game, won that one 5-0, so we were on absolute fire that game. I think Krishna picked up the match ball in that one, got a hat-trick, which is good to see, and have actually changed things up just a little bit as well. We've still got the same formation, but running some slightly different players, and I actually found someone who is going to be good cover, not only for left wing, but for left back as well, because I did talk about that last episode, that it was an area potentially of weakness, but we do now have a little bit of extra cover in the man who was just trying to get on the ball there now, Parkhouse, who I believe is an Australian, young Australian, 19 years of age, can play left wing, can play, I think, left back, and possibly even centre mid as well. So definitely versatile in positions, and that does make it makes a huge difference, because we have actually lost one of our main key players. We lost Michael McGlinchey, sprained his ankle, and he is out for 3 weeks. So that's like our left wing gone. So it's a really good chance for Parkhouse, I guess, to stake his claim, because there isn't really anyone else who can play in that left wing position unless we do change the formation up. But it seems to be really weird. Obviously, last time we won 5-0. We're playing some real free-flowing football. Things were just really good at the attacking end, but we don't seem to have that here today. We seem to have the same issue that we had last time around, which was trying to, I guess, walk it into the box. And that's something that you can't really do in FIFA 17. You do need a little bit more, to either take that long shot or pass it around, or, you can't just dribble in and through the box. So we'll be looking to try and work on that as this game progresses. But, we are still doing pretty well. I think things are going very decently. G. Finkler again with a miss. He was impressive in the last game. First game wasn't the greatest, had a very quiet game, hit the crossbar, but he was very, very good in that 5-0 drubbing. I can't remember who we played, but was very good in that game. And Parkhouse, I was just talking you up before, bud. You got to win that. That's your opportunity for a bit of glory to get that goal, that go-ahead goal as well, I should say. And then we can be away laughing. So that's actually not a bad ball from Krishna back out to the edge of the box. Just not really the support there that was, I guess, wanted. So, but apart from that, as I said, everything really has stayed the same. I've sent out a few scouts. I've got a few reports coming in on a few players. Just really in those positions that I did talk about last time that did need a little bit of strengthening. So hopefully we can do that. Hopefully we can strengthen the side. We can move on, I guess, to the semi-final of this competition, because we do want that extra profit. We want that extra transfer money, I guess, and if we can get that, then it is going to make things a whole lot easier. It's not the greatest of touches from Durante, but it doesn't matter, because it is Rolly Bolivasia who has gone for the tap-in. I think Krishna did just miss it, and that is actually a huge, huge goal in the context of things. As I talked about earlier, a win here today would see us go top. His second goal of the Champions Trophy pre-season tournament, so we will definitely keep up with that, and that is actually a great sign to see, that we're getting goals not only from our front men, not only from Krishna. I don't know if Barbarosis has scored one yet, but we're getting it from the midfield guys as well. Finkler, and Bolivasia, Rodriguez or Singh, who played in the first game, are normally guys who play a little bit deeper. They play in that holding midfield role, so it is a little bit harder for them to go and, I guess, get forward. But as we can see, Finkler actually offside, but a good shot heading away to the far post. I do actually have something that I can talk about. I have just thought about it now. The A-League, actually, by the time you guys watch this video, the A-League would have started up. I believe the first game potentially is Friday, so yesterday, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But it is good to have the A-League back. gives me something to watch on the weekends, I guess, now that Super Rugby's finished, now that the NRL's finished as well. It is definitely good to have the A-League back, especially this season. It seems to be there is a real push, to get, I guess, people involved in the A-League, supporting a side, etc., etc. But we've got off to probably the best of starts, as I said. Currently, the other game in our group, which I think is Incheon United and Omiyara, currently, I'm not even going to try and say it again. But currently they are up 1-0. At the end of the day, if the score does stay like this, it's not going to matter what does happen. We are still going to finish as group winners with 7 points from a possible 9, which you'll definitely take, in a pre-season tournament. I don't think you can expect perfection when a lot of the guys have had a fair bit of time off. Backhill so nearly got through to Finkler. So close to getting through to him. But again, good play, and we're getting really good link-up play. And again, Parkhouse, I'm really impressed with how he has gone to date so far. He has been really impressive. And he's almost gone and got himself a goal there from a pretty good cross from Tommy Doyle, actually. And just managed to get a hit on it. But I was going to say just wide, but a good save by the keeper nonetheless. But really impressed with how he is going. Obviously, not our first choice. Not our first choice left winger by any stretch of the imagination. That is always going to be Michael McGlinchey, or possibly change the formation up and play Barbarosis up front with a 4-man midfield. But at the end of the day, he is really impressive, and I'm really happy with, as I said, the way he is developing, because he could be a guy who could get some vital minutes for us heading into this season. That there was tipped on, I'm not too sure who by, but again, another very good opportunity, and we are playing some very good football. We're obviously going through the middle with our passing, we're going out wide with our speed, our crossing's been good today, we've almost had 2 goals from that. So things looking very good heading in to the next A-League season for us. Remember, we do potentially still have, I think, another 2 games after this. I believe it's just straight semi-finals. But that is not what we wanted. We did not want that defensive lapse. I believe that is their first shot on target, and the defending just got a little bit lazy. I'm not too sure who it was. Rossi actually getting the final touch, so that was actually credited as an own goal. So we have a bit of work excuse me, to try and do here in the last basically half an hour to go and get that winning goal to get us back up, as I said, to the top of the table. I think a draw still potentially is going to be enough, but we don't really want to go and, as I said, leave it down to others. We want to keep the fate in our own hands and keep the opportunity to finish top of this group in our own hands, which does mean, obviously, winning this game. It's unlucky from Rossi, a good bit of determination there, and we are going to see the first sub of the game. Basically, a lot of people have said when I have played career mode or even head-to-head seasons online, Cliffy, why don't you sub? Why don't you sub? And I just don't feel as though with the short games that I do play, I think the stamina of the guys is enough. The only reason I will sub probably is because of an injury, and oh my god, all of a sudden, we are now down 2-1. And potentially, with this, we could see ourselves knocked out of the group. Obviously, that 5-0 win last time around is going to help our goal difference big time. But at the end of the day, it still might not be enough. It might not come down to goal difference. We could just be out altogether. So we need to get sorted and get something going, because we were absolutely dominant in that first half. We were incredible. In the second half, we have really just slackened off and gone to sleep a little bit, I guess you'd say, especially on the defensive end. I don't think they had a shot at all in the first half. The second half, they've had 2, scored 2, and time now, our enemy, it's starting to run out. So we are going to need, as I said, to pull finger here and just try and get a little something going on. There is a lot of space. I don't know where Parkhouse is. I've been talking about basically all episode, and when I need him there the most, he's actually just gone to disappear. But it doesn't matter, boys, because Krishna, woo, you little ripper, that is a great shot. Brings it back to 2-2, and what an entertaining game this has been to date so far. 2-2. Krishna's third goal, so sorry, he didn't get a hat-trick last time around, must have got 2. But what an entertaining game this has been. 2-2. We're obviously all over them in the first half, got that early goal, they came back with 2 goals, in that first part of the second half. They were definitely the dominant team. But since then, we've come back, obviously scoring that goal. Krishna, he is going to be crucial, I think, to our success this season. Obviously, our main out-and-out striker, and if he is not scoring goals, then I have a feeling we could be in for a little bit of trouble. He is so deadly up front and in front of goal, and it's good because last year I think he was a left wing, but really plays best as a striker, I believe. Not only for the Phoenix but for the Fiji national team as well, and hopefully we can get an opportunity, boys. I was speechless, couldn't believe what was happening, but Krishna bangs in his second for the game. Great little feed from Durante getting forward, and at the end of the day, the ball just had enough to go and trickle over the line. Krishna gets his second brace in 2 games, and we have completed the comeback of dreams. Always should have been in front in this game, and that is probably the way it is going to end here. We do have 3 minutes of added time, so we just need to make sure that we can basically get the ball back. And that is what we have done. So what a game, 3-2. We will finish top of our group, head into the semi-finals, which we'll be showing you guys next week before we go and head into the regular season in a couple of weeks' time. Anyway, guys, do hope you've enjoyed this video. Before I finish, make sure you tune in on Monday. We've got another FIFA series, which is going to be starting up. Really excited for that. Hope you guys are too. But anyway, hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter links. That can be found down below in the description. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We have got semi-finals of Cliffy's Champions League coming your guys' way. Make sure you do not miss that.